So someone in a comment recently asked, so where do you get your ideas?
Where do you get your ideas from?
Where do you get your ideas from?
Where do you get your ideas from?
A lot of my ideas for my videos, I just naturally think of ideas. You can get ideas from just about anywhere. You can get ideas from other people's videos. You can get ideas from your analytics. In fact, I want to show you some of those here in a second. You can get ideas from simply thinking about the kinds of videos that you wish existed that don't. Let me show you some ways that you can get examples from your analytics. So when you log into YouTube Analytics, this is what you see at first, and I want you to click on the Reach tab and then scroll down a little bit. It gives you some interesting information. It gives you the traffic source of when some of your videos are suggested by YouTube. So these are actually videos that other people watched before watching your video and then clicked to go to one of your videos. This is a great source of information because this tells you the kind of videos that your audience likes to watch. You can make videos similar to those. You can even make videos exactly on the same topics of those, only with your own style. And if you look at the right side, there's even more information that's similar. These are searches that people typed into YouTube and then found your channel via these searches. Once again, this gives you insight into the types of things people are actually searching for and then finding you. So YouTube thinks that your content lines up with their searches. So that's an idea. That helps you to think about the kinds of videos you need to make to better match those searches. Now, another source of ideas from YouTube Analytics is the Audience tab. So click on Audience. And if your channel's been around long enough, you'll see some information right here. It says other channels your audience watches. Now, my channel hasn't been around that long, so it doesn't have any information right there. But if your channel's been around for a while and you've got a few views, it'll actually show you what other channels that your audience is watching. Man, get familiar with those channels. See what kind of content they post. And if it lines up with your channel enough, make similar content. I guarantee you it's not stealing. Because you're making content with your personality, your voice, your style, and if you link back to their channel and say, hey, I got this great idea from so-and-so, that benefits them as well. And sometimes the person that you link to actually will find that you made a video similar to theirs and actually link to yours as well. I think it's a win-win for both of you. What I'm really saying is that there are so many different ways to get ideas on YouTube. But let me show you one more thing. I want to show you that you need a way to capture your ideas. What I do is that I have a Google document, and every time I have an idea, I just write it down in that Google document. I usually write down the title of the kind of video that I want to make. For me, it always starts with a title. The title helps me to frame the idea. And if you can make a good title, then you can make a good video. So the problem is most people don't have a problem with ideas. Most people have a problem with capturing those ideas and recording those ideas. So I just suggest having the same kind of thing. Have a notepad, use Google Keep or Google Docs. You just need some way that every time you have an idea, you can just write it down. Because be honest, how many times have you had a great idea and then like 10 minutes later thought, oh, I had an idea. What was that idea? I can't remember. Man, I've done it too. I'm an average guy. So this is why you really need some way to just write down your ideas so that you'll get a good list of them. And then every time you need to make a video, you just go back to your list of ideas and pick one. Sometimes it's the top one, sometimes it's further down. But the point is you have a whole bunch of ideas that you can choose from to make your next video. When you're making a YouTube video, it's important to start with a good idea. We all know that. But honestly, even more important than having a good idea is having a good execution of that idea. There are some YouTube channels that I've watched that literally can make a video about anything and I would still enjoy it. Maybe you know some channels like that too. I think the difference is that they've become so good at making videos that their idea is really secondary to the video itself. And the way you learn to do that is just by doing it. I've talked about this before, but just showing up and consistently making better and better videos. Yeah, it's important to have good ideas, but it's even more important to not wait for the greatest ideas and just start making videos. Be consistent in making videos and be consistent in making those videos just 1% better than they were before. If you do that, then eventually people are going to start asking you,
where do you get your ideas from?
Listen, I'm just an average guy. I don't have the greatest ideas. I could ask the same thing about all those YouTube channels that are doing way better than mine. And yeah, you want to have some good ideas. But just like the concept of making better and better videos, I think it's okay to start with ideas that aren't maybe the best, but that you can improve on. Maybe you can make each idea just 1% better than the last one. You got to start where you're at. I think you can do it, because if you're average like me, we can do this together. I'm just an average guy.